Hi guys, welcome to Olive's Tree. Thanks for stopping by today. I've got a bit of a problem today. Well, I'm going to fix a problem. So I made a big batch of pickles a couple of months ago and they're too vinegary. The actual stuff around the pickles is beautiful, the sauce, but I used double strength vinegar and I used half as much as what I would have normal vinegar. It was all that I had. And oh dear, we might not be doing anything. And so the actual vegetables in the pickles are really, really vinegary. So I rang Olive and I rang my mum and I said, "What do you think I should do?" She said, "Put it in a pot and puree the whole lot, add in some chopped zucchinis, cook it, taste it, rebottle it, it'll be fine." So that's what 90 years worth of, oh, goodness me, I might have to get someone to get the lids off. Anyway, just wanted to show you what it looked like. Oh, okay. So they taste delicious. They're absolutely beautiful. They even they smell great, but I know they're too vinegary. So I'm just going to empty them all out into this very big pot that I have. It's the only one that I have for doing pickles and chutneys and relishes. The only one I have that's big enough, and it's always too big. Anyway, so I'm going to tip all of these into here, wash the jars. Once this warms up, I'm going to puree it. Then I'm going to add in the zucchini, and yeah, we'll give it a taste and see if we were able to actually save these pickles. So I'll keep going. I've got all of this chopped zucchini, which I'm going to pop in now. I'm not going to wait. I was going to wait till it boiled, but I'm not going to now because I need to have a think about how much I need to bulk this up to save it. Now, my family love corn relish and corn relish dip, and I'm going to add some. I've decided I'm going to add some frozen corn. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to save this batch of pickles. I've got my pickle spoon. I'm just going to stir that in. I do have a cauliflower in the fridge. I don't want to use it for this though. If I have to though, I will. And I could probably add a bit more corn than that. So I might just pop a bit more corn in. Now I'm hoping that the zucchini and corn being quite watery, I'm hoping that, okay, that's all of that corn. I'm hoping that the water out of the corn and the zucchini will help dilute this a little bit. I think I'm going to have to add a little bit of water. Yeah. The other problem here with this for me is that my taste sensation is very heightened at the moment from chemo. So it actually may not be that vinegary. I have a very sore tongue, quite a sore mouth. I'm going to pop in just a little bit, yeah, like 1 cup of water. I don't know if this is how you would try and save this, but it's how I'm going to do my best, guys. The thought of throwing this out has me wanting to burst into tears. All the time and the effort and the money, I don't want to waste it. So let's get that up to a boil. Alrighty, so I've just simmered this for about 45 minutes. I'm really happy with the consistency of it, and I'm really happy with the bite that's on the zucchini and the corn. So I'm just going to go ahead now and get it into my bottles, which I have re-washed and reheated so they're really nice and clean and ready to go. And the rubber gloves are to stop me burning myself, so great tip if you're a bit clumsy like I am. I've got to say I'm really happy with the consistency of how this pickle has come out in its saving rebatching. Um, it smells really delicious. I'm really happy with how thick it is. And the thing I like the most is it didn't turn really dark. I was worried that I'd end up with a really dark pickle and I didn't want that to happen. So far I think it's a success. I don't know how many jars I'm going to get out of this pickle now. Obviously, we've cooked it down a little bit more and lost some moisture, but then zucchini and corn have a lot of natural water, so I'm just not sure. Am I going to get a lot less? Am I going to get a lot more? Am I going to end up with roughly the same amount of pickles? It's one of those, surprises you find out at the end, I guess. Now I like to wipe around all of the rims of my jars with a, clean cloth that's got some bit of soapy water on it. Just because I don't like that stickiness when you get your lid on. I think sometimes it stops you getting a really good seal. And wearing your rubber gloves to do this part, getting the lids on, makes it so much easier for me. I can't recommend enough, guys, to actually wear some hand protection when you're doing these hot sort of jobs. Okay, so you can see here that I've used reused jars and lids, and I don't have a problem with that. I will check every lid to make sure that it's not damaged on the inside and also that it will seal properly. And we will share this around with family and friends. It really won't last very long. And any that don't seal, well, then we'll just use them straight away. But if you're worried about getting a good hygienic functional seal, by all means buy some jars or buy new lids. It just wasn't an option for me at this point. And I've never really had a problem. So, you do whatever suits you. It's your kitchen. You do what you need to do. Okay, so I'll always wash the jars while they're still hot in really hot soapy water so that there's no stickiness on the exteriors of the jars once it cools down. I just find it so much easier to clean these jars up while they're hot, and it just makes sense. It's what Olive's always done, it's what my mum's always done, and that's what I'm going to do. Hi guys, so I've rebatched the pickles. They're all back in the jars, lids on, and I'm about to give them a taste test. They smell beautiful. So let's just have a look and see. Beautiful. Excuse me. So what I ended up doing was adding a kilo of frozen corn and 3 really large zucchinis, and I pureed all of the pickles that I had already made so that all that vinegar could get out and get evenly distributed through the veggies. And I'm so happy with them. They're delicious. So if you find yourself in a pickle, don't panic, rebatch. There's always something that you can do. Ask somebody for advice or help. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Glad we were able to save this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.